Coffee. This amazing caffeinated creation is the second most popular drink in the world today, but the origins of this beverage are as humble as a goat farmer. It's 850 AD and an Ethiopian goat herder named Kaldi notices that his goats, after eating bright red berries from a bush, become super energetic and start jumping all around. Curious, he nibbles on one too, and amazed by the rush of energy, he brings the berries to some monks at a nearby monastery. Suspicious of the berries' powers, a monk throws the berries into a fire pit, from which an intoxicating aroma soon arises. Now intrigued, the monk gathers and grinds up the roasted berries and brews the first ever cup of coffee. From there, this magic energy drink spread to the rest of the world. Coffee plantations sprung up around the world, and the first cafes sprouted up in the Middle East. Called Kuhawe Khane, these cafes were havens of productivity. As people chose coffee over alcohol, they switched from chaos and rowdiness to conversation and intelligence. Even today, this caffeinated elixir fuels our late-night study sessions and an aesthetic for modernity and knowledge. From berry to cup, the coffee needs to go through a lot of processing. Once the cherries are picked, the coffee must go through 4 stages before it can keep you up through that annoying Monday morning. Once you have chosen the coffee species you prefer, first up, fermentation. The flesh from around the beans is removed via drying or fermentation in barrels, or in the case of the world's most expensive coffee, Kopi Luwak, through digestion by a civet. Once the pulp is off, the beans must be dried. This is either done under the sun or in huge tumble dryers. Step 3 involves hulling, polishing, and grading of the beans before they are packed in jute bags and exported around the world. The beans are constantly tested and tasted, and finally go into step 4, roasting. Done in industrial-sized roasters or in some places in pans over fire, the roasting is what gives the beans their familiar color and aroma. The light, medium, or dark roasted beans then go through step 5, grinding, which is done as close to consumption as possible to maximize the flavor. Once the coffee is ground and ready, there are a lot of ways the drink can be prepared. Ready? There's coffee in a pot, spiced coffee, eggnog coffee, iced coffee, coffee ice, dalgona coffee, caffeine-free coffee, filter coffee, civet poop coffee, cold coffee, nitro coffee, mazagan coffee, cold brew, frappuccino, flavored coffee, pumpkin spice lattes, mocha coffee, pour-over coffee, Viennas, AeroPress coffee, siphon coffee, cafe da, latte coffee, cappuccino, americano, espresso, doppio, cortado, red-eye, maybe just the beans, galao, lungo, macchiato, ristretto, flat white, cafe au lait, affogato, Irish coffee, mocha, bonbon, cubano, white coffee, egg coffee, boba coffee, tiramisu, French press, percolator, single serve, coffee toffee, coffee jelly, Turkish coffee, cariallo, cornetto, Bisserin, Kurdish coffee, coffee ice cream, butter coffee, coffee with coins, flaming coffee, pressure pump coffee, instant coffee, chai latte, bath in the coffee, cheese coffee, and the most common, black coffee. There are so many different ways to indulge in this Java juice, but whether you do it for the aesthetic, for the caffeine, for the conversations, or just for that heavenly aroma, we love this drink. And seeing how cafes and franchises are popping up all over the world, its popularity is only going up. So, the next time you take a sip from your cup of coffee, thank Kaldi and his goats.